Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is my first video and it is also the first video of 2025. I have been thinking of starting a vlogging channel, but I decided to wait until the beginning of the year. So here I am. Today is the day, and today is actually just going to be a sit down video. I'm just sitting on my sofa and I thought I would just kind of tell you a little bit about me and just talk about some of my 2025 goals. I don't make resolutions. I just like to make goals for the upcoming year. And it kind of gives me a focus. It gives me something to work towards. And so I thought I would just kind of talk about that a little bit. Yeah, so let me tell you a little bit about myself. First of all, my name is Betty and I do live here in Central Florida. I have my window open, so if you hear some noises, it's just going to be outside, so like traffic, wind, and stuff like that. But I am here in Central Florida. I am a mom to 3. My children are all adults and grown. I have 2 daughters that are both, trying to think of the word. Engaged. Oh my gosh, both of my daughters are engaged. My son is married, and my son has 2 children. So I have 2 grandbabies, a little boy and a little girl. The little girl will be 3 in March, and the little boy, my grandson, will be 1 in March. So the birthdays are coming. I am an empty nester, and I live alone with my cat and my dog. So I'm home majority of the time. I will say prior to 2020, I used to go out and about a lot. I wasn't home very often, but ever since we were kind of forced to be home for that period of time, I realized how much I actually love being at home. I do still get out because I get bored sitting at home all the time, but I enjoy being home. So anyway, that's just a little bit about me. I do love Disney, so some of my vlogs will be going to Disney World. I enjoy shopping, but I am trying to watch my finances, so I'll talk about a little bit of that in my goals. I love to go on cruises, so you are liable to see maybe some vlogs there. I also love cleaning. So you'll see some cleaning videos, some cooking videos, just some things that I like to do here around the house. I'm trying to think of anything else. It's just kind of some of the things that I really enjoy. So you'll kind of get a little bit of the, day in the life videos and such as that. So yeah. So just to talk about my upcoming goals for 2025, I have a few that I'm just kind of keeping those to myself. But the other goals that I do have, no particular order, just things I can think of off the top of my head that I wrote them down earlier. So the first one is weight loss. So in 2022, I got very sick, and I was very sick from 2022 up until April of last year. And I had 1 surgery in 2022, and that wasn't the problem. They thought that was the problem. Well, come to find out, that was not the problem. And I had a lot of tests done throughout 2022 and 2023. And it was in April of 2024 when they figured out what was actually wrong with me. And then I had surgery, and that was obviously the problem because I have not had any problems since that surgery. However, in the time that I was sick, I actually gained quite a bit of weight. And so I kind of started on my weight loss journey in 2024. I started in July, and from July until today, I'm down about 30 pounds, which is really good. And how many months? July, August, September, October, November, December. 6 months. So in 6 months, I lost 30 pounds, which is really good. But I do still have about 25 pounds that I want to lose. So that's one of my goals for this year, is to lose the rest of that and just be healthier, overall healthier. So that's one goal. Another goal is just to get my home space in order. I moved into this apartment in November. I had to think about it for a second, about a week before Thanksgiving. And I moved in, and then I unpacked for maybe 2 or 3 days, and my daughter ended up going out of town. So I went and house sat for her for like a week. So I kind of lost a week there, and then, it was Thanksgiving. And I, for the most part, I have most of my stuff unpacked, but it's just not like in order yet. However, when I did move from my last home, I got rid of a lot of things. I had a lot of stuff. And I just decided that I wanted to kind of simplify my life and kind of start over in some, with some things. So one of the things I did was I got rid of all of my living room furniture. And I actually just got this sofa about 2 weeks ago. So, and today's January 6th, if I didn't already say that. So I was without a sofa for quite a while, but I decided that I would rather be without so that I could, get what I wanted. And I do not charge anything, so I save until I have what I need to get what I want to get. So I saved my money, and then I finally got this sofa. It's a modular sectional sofa, quite large, and I actually really like it. I hope it holds up, like with my animals. I'm not too sure, but I'm hoping that it will last me for a while. And I specifically got this like pleather. It's kind of like pleather because my dog, I have a golden retriever, and she sheds like crazy. My last sofa was material, and so her hair would stick to it. And that was why I got this, because I can just vacuum it and then wipe it. But anyway, so I got my sofa already, and I got rid of my TV stand. I got rid of everything. And I actually, just last night, I had some like cubicles that I had in my closet that you put the bins into. And I had 2 of those in my closet, and I decided to bring those out into the living room just so I could put my TV on top of it. I'm ordering my new TV stand this week, which it's a little pricey for me. I don't normally spend that much on things. I really kind of watch what I spend. But I wanted to get the one that I wanted. And so I have that. I'll be ordering it this week. So I'm hoping it'll be here by next week. And then I can get that in here. And then right now I have my TV in here. It's a 50-inch. And I'm sitting here looking at it, I'm realizing that it's not really big enough for the area that I have my TV. Sorry, I have to, I couldn't find my little tripod, so I'm having to hold my phone. My arm is getting tired. So yeah, so my TV, I have a 50-inch, and I've determined that it's not really big enough for the wall that I have where the TV stand will be. So my plan is I will keep this TV in here until I, save up enough to get the one I want. I'm looking at a 70-inch, and then my son is going to mount it on the wall in here. So that's my plan there. And then the only other thing I need to get for this room, I'd like to get an area rug, but it's not like a priority right now. And then I want to get like 2 side tables that I want to get the ones that match the TV stand that I'm buying. So I'll probably get those at some point. Again, they're not really a priority. I did bring the little side table that I had from my last place. So I do have that. And I'll just use that until I get the ones that I want. And then my living room, I think, will be done with that, with the exception of maybe wanting a couple little decoration pieces or something. My kitchen, all I want is a little rug to put in there, like in front of the sink area. Other than that, I believe the kitchen is done. And then the bathroom, I would like to get a few like shelves to put up on the walls. And my shower curtain, when I moved in here, I bought a brand new one before I moved here. And then when I went to go hang it up, I realized it's a little too short, but I'm going to just keep that for now. And then at some point, I'll probably replace that. And then the only other thing I need to get is my bedroom. I did bring all the furniture over, but the dresser and the 2 side tables, my son gave me, my son and daughter-in-law. And they're not the ones I want to keep, forever. But for now, that's what I have. And so at some point I do want to replace those. And then there's a few things I want to get, like to make my back patio maybe a little homier. So nothing is really a priority. I'm just going to kind of get things here and there, and I'm hoping to have everything I want by like June, July, like somewhere in the middle of the year, because at that point then I'll have my home in order, and then I can work on the saving aspect, because I know until I get all those things it'll be difficult for me to save. So that's my next goal, is to start saving. I figure next year will probably be saving will probably be a pretty big goal for me in the next year, 2026. But for this year, if I can just kind of get a little bit of a start, that would be great. And then my last goal of 2025 is probably the same goal that everyone has, and that's organization. I want to organize like my clothes, which I already started. I took everything in my closet and I turned the hangers backwards. And what I plan on doing is, as I wear a shirt or, whatever, and then I wash it. When I go to hang it back up, then I'll put the hanger on, or hang the hanger in the closet correctly, the correct way. And then come June, July, summertime, I'm around halfway through the year, probably like the end of June, anything that has not been, any hanger that has not been flipped to the correct way, I will donate. I'll get rid of, because then that tells me I'm not wearing it. I already went through my jeans, and I have a stack of jeans that currently fit me. And then I have a stack of ones that obviously when I lose some weight, they will fit me. So I'm going to hang on to all of those. I have them separated, but the ones that I cannot quite wear yet, I'm just going to set those aside. And since I'm hoping to lose the 25 pounds by July, that's kind of my goal. Then I'll retry the jeans, and and then June, July, if I cannot get into those jeans, I'll just donate those. And then I have, like the clothes that's just like in my dresser. I just need to figure out how I want to organize those, like how I want to go through them and decide what I want to keep and what I want to get rid of. So that's just kind of another goal. And then to go on with that same goal of organization, I just want everything in my home to have a place. I can tell you right now, I have a few boxes and a few bags that just kind of have a little bit of everything thrown in. So I want to go through those and make sure everything is in its place. And then I have a few things just kind of hanging around, don't know where to put them yet. So I definitely need to get a few type of bins or things that I can put things in to organize and then give them a home. And the last part of my organization will be my pictures. I have thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands. I have a lot of pictures that just from over the years, most of them are on like discs, flash drives, memory cards. And I want to go through those and maybe put them into like picture books, not like print out the pictures, but I know there's like websites you can go on and you can download those pictures and they will like put them in a book and print that book and send it to you. I'm not really quite sure how I want to organize them, but I do need to figure that out. I have a lot of pictures that are on like my phone albums on Facebook or like in my Google pictures. And those are more recent, probably like within the last 5 years. So I need to go through those first and figure out how I want to organize them. I'm really not just quite sure yet. I need to figure that out, obviously. But that's probably the first thing I need to do. And then I'll work backwards because I have a lot of older pictures, you know, like I said, on discs, memory cards, flash drives. And I do have a small little bin that has actual pictures that were printed out. Many years ago, that's what I used to do. I used to always print my pictures out. Like I didn't put them on like any type of, like save them in any way. They were always just like the actual pictures. And then I would put them into photo albums. Well, I had a lot of pictures. And several years ago, what I did was I went through all my pictures and I put them in piles, like 4 piles. One pile was pictures I wanted to keep. And then the other 3 piles were one for each of my children. And so I took their baby pictures, not all, because like I said, I did keep some, but I put some of their baby pictures, some of their pictures, you know, as they were growing up, toddler, pictures with their siblings, pictures with their dad, even though we're not married anymore. I did have pictures of him, you know, like when he and I were married or when the kids were young. I saved those over the years for this purpose, to give to them when they got older. And then, of course, like with my family and their dad's family and stuff like that, because, you know, like my parents have passed away and their grandparents on their dad's side, actually, their grandmom passed away, probably 4 or 5 years ago. And as a matter of fact, their granddad just passed away last night. And so I made sure that I included pictures of everyone in these albums. And I made photo albums and I gave those to each of them for Christmas a few years ago so that they have pictures of themselves. Because when I was growing up, I have no baby pictures. I have maybe 1 or 2 pictures, like school pictures. Most of my pictures are not until I was like 30 years old. I have very few pictures. And so that was always important to me. And that's probably why I took so many pictures over the years, because I did not have that. And I wanted to make sure my kids had those pictures, had memories and stuff like that. So that was always very important to me. But I did make those books and I gave those to them already. But I don't know. Like I said, I need to go back through these older pictures and see what's there, because there may be more to print out and give to my kids. So yeah, that's going to be a big project. And to be honest, that may go into 2026. Not really sure yet, because I haven't quite figured out how I want to tackle that project. But anyway, those are my goals for this year. I have a few more, like I said, but those are just kind of for me, personal goals. And I definitely need to work on some things this year. And definitely, I wish I could travel more this year. 2024, I actually went on 5 cruises. I love to cruise, and I typically cruise solo. 2 of my cruises this year, though, were with 2 different friends. And I do have a cruise coming up in May with one of my brothers. And I'm excited for that because it is his first cruise. It's a 4-day cruise. And it has like 2 stops in the Bahamas. So that will be a lot of fun. And that's actually my only trip so far that I have booked this year. I am hoping to get a good rate for like fall. And I'm hoping maybe just to do a little weekend cruise with one of my daughters. And that's really about it. That's my goals for the year. Some things that I'd like to do. So I know this one might be a little boring. Probably a little boring. A lot boring, actually. But my next video, like I said, will be more of vlogging, you know, my day in the life, cleaning, cooking, all that kind of business. And so keep an eye out if you're interested. My goal is to, I say my goal after I'm sitting here talking about goals. I think I would like to try to maybe put up 1 to 2 videos a week. Again, I'm going to have to just kind of gauge it. Obviously, I have no followers at this point, and I'm hoping that, you know, you will like this video and follow my channel. The subscribe button, hit the notification bell, just so that you are notified when I do upload a new video. But I will start actually doing some videos tomorrow. And I don't know, my vlogs may be several days long, you know, because like I don't always do a lot in one day. So it may be several days. I'm not 100% sure. I guess I'm just going to kind of gauge it and see how it goes. But I do hope to see you in the next video. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.